Hello, it's Arty here, and this is a base highlight and contour video for drag queen makeup. You're going to need to start off with a disgustingly unorganized, unhealthy, and unethically treated makeup palette with contour, highlight, and clown white for even more highlight in it. Or you can just use the sticks, you don't have to deep pot it like I did into a palette. Start by slathering your entire face in base color, so something closest to your skin tone. Apply it all over your face, and then we'll move on to the rest of the contour and highlight. Base colors. First of all, you want to grab some clown white, mix that in with your base color so it's not as white, and then apply it to the bridge of your nose, towards the end of the nose so that it meets with your nose contour later, and then apply it under your eyes and swoop it up towards your hairline if you want that snatched upwards beat, Annie. Then make sure that the angle that your highlight goes up towards your hairline is the same as the angle of the rest of your highlight, and then go and get a little stripe of white and put it down the middle of your nose for your nose highlight later, and a little dab on your upper lip and your chin. Then I like to map out my contour by first of all placing down highlight directly underneath where my contour will go later. This also helps me ensure that my contour is placed evenly on my face on both sides. It's easier to fix the highlight than it is to fix the dark contour. If you put the contour on your face wrong, it's not as easy to get rid of. Then lay down your contour, and it should, if you finish it where if you put it as low down as where the clown white is on both sides, then it should be even technically, because they both go down from the tip of the ear to the mouth, and you'll have it sitting at the same height on both sides and you won't look lopsided, bitch. Make sure that it's thicker at the top and thinner at the bottom, and after you've finished placing down your cheek contour, we're going to fill in our forehead to get rid of those mannish fucking peaks. I have these giant triangles in my hairline, so I just fill those in really dark, and then later on I'll blend downwards with a sponge. You don't want this weird disc shape on your head, so just put lines from where your eyebrows finish to the back into the forehead contour just to round it off a little bit, because you want a nice delicate round forehead. Then snatch your nose with a little bit of nose contour. I start my nose contour right in the hair of my eyebrows, and then bring it down the bridge of the nose and round it off at the end, and buff all of that product in. Dab your forehead highlight upwards into the contour of your forehead, and then dab your forehead contour downwards into your forehead highlight, and then grab the edge of your sponge and marry the two colors in between. Using the thin edge of a beauty blender, you want to blend your contour upwards, and then using the highlight end of your sponge, bring that highlight downwards, and just keep overlapping them crazily until you got a snatched beat, bitch. My jawline, I just buff a little bit downwards and a little bit upwards. With the nose, I use the thin edge and just bring it halfway down my nose. Don't bring it down all the way into your highlight, just bring it down halfway, and make sure there's a thin point on your nose for a sharp nose contour. Then press the fuck out of your face with some translucent powder and a giant puff you buy from Kmart because you're a bum busted bitch. Give yourself 5 minutes for it all to settle into the skin and bake, and dust away the excess powder before you go and apply powder contour and highlight. I like to get a contour powder and snatch the very lower part of my face really dark, and then blend it out to not so dark towards the top of my cheeks, and do the reverse for my forehead. Really dark up my hairline and soften the darkness towards the highlight of my face, and I use a small teeny tiny brush to apply my nose contour and buff it out with a thick brush. Using that wet beauty blender, I just press in some extra highlight colors onto my cheeks, just because my contour is so dark now that I've got to clean up the edges of it with a highlight powder, and then you're done, girl. Except if you want to look a little bit shiny and put a little bit of moisture back in your face / oil, because in real life your face isn't powdery and matte. Get yourself a shimmer eyeshadow or a highlight. I just use a shimmer powder from Makeup Geek, and I highlight where the highest points of my face are. So the tops of my cheekbones, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and the edges of my mouth with shimmer. Click the screen or the link in the tutorial if you want to see the express smoky eye tutorial I did right after this base highlight.
Going express, fast, quick, easy, soft, supple, going.
Subscribe. Fuck! Subscribe already!